In this lesson, we will be looking at the Maya command select. Select allows you to add or remove objects from the current selection. Now in my viewport, I've got three objects, a cone, a sphere, and a cube. And I can select each of these. When I do this, you'll see that the mel command is being displayed. Select -r cone, sphere, and cube respectively. In my quick help inside of Charcoal Editor, I've already got the select command up. And we can see the replace command is the -r flag. So when I'm picking objects inside of my viewport with no modifier keys, so no control or shift being held down, it's first clearing the selection and then selecting the new object. This is essentially what replace does. If I hold down control, you'll see that my flag changes to a D. And this is the deselect flag. When I hold down shift, I'm getting toggle. So this allows me to toggle on and off the selection state. And I can use this with multiple objects. And unlike the replace flag, all of the existing selections are not first being cleared. So taking this knowledge, we can jump inside of Charcoal Editor and start seeing how we can use the select command. If I'd like, I can just provide the name of the object I'd like to select. So here I'm going to do select cube. And you'll see in my viewport that the cube has been selected. If I change this to cone, now the cone has been selected. So what this means is the default flag or the default behavior is replace. So the selection is first being cleared before selecting the new object. If I'd like, I can pass in the replace flag, but this isn't going to change the behavior at all. So if I first select my cube and run this line of code, you'll see that the cube has been replaced in the selection list. If I'd like, I can toggle the selection. This means that if it's currently selected, it will be deselected. And if it's not selected, it will be selected. There's also the add flag. So here I have my cone selected. And if I'd like to also add my cube to that list, I need to pass in the add flag. I could have used the toggle flag as well, but if you don't know whether or not an object is already selected, it's best to play it safe and use the add flag instead. There is also the deselect flag, and this will deselect my cube. If I want, I can select everything by using the all flag. And you'll notice this just selected my cone, sphere, and cube. The default cameras were not selected. By using the clear flag, I can clear the selection. Now, once I have a selection made, here I'm just going to use the all flag. I can query these objects by going back to the ls command and using the selection flag, or SL equals true. And this will give me a list of the currently selected objects. One thing you should note here, though, is that even though everything isn't being selected in my outliner, when I use the all flag, I am getting a lot of nodes selected that I may not have expected just looking at the outliner. For the most part, the select command is a very simple command. It's very straightforward and very easy to use. And for the most part, you'll probably be sticking to the flags add, replace, toggle, and clear. And I'm not going to touch on all the flags here today. I would certainly recommend looking up the other flags in Maya's help documentation.